Might have come down through the generations where she was like that with your mom. Do you know if she was?
She was very stern with my mom, yeah. And she was not affectionate, and I did always want her to, like hug me, but she just wasn't that. So, yeah.
Okay. So now, what are you trying to do for a living? What do you do now, and what would you like to do?
I work in HR at Kaiser, and what I would like to do is to bring color, beauty, well-being, and song to the world. And I had a calling to sing when I was about 30, and it was like sing, sing, sing every day in my mind for a month. And I was actually named after a song, April Love, and I'm a Libra, the goddess of love. And what I got was the heart when my guide came through, and courage, and then you said to put it inside, and I've just been so afraid to sing.
And because also your family, your mother, and it's gone back through generation, that would be a stupid career to sing. How could you even think that you would do something like that? You've got to get a proper career. How many times have you been told that that's not a proper thing to do?
Yeah.
So yours, a lot of it comes in family stuff, okay? And you've got strong past life connections with them. Shall we go into past life and see what we get from past life and see if we can see what kind of relationships? Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask to send you back into a past life. So what I'm going to do is do a little relaxation. I'm just going to do a quick version of this and see if we can get her to come up with some answers. Okay, so I want you to visualize for me that you're standing at the top of a flight of stairs and you're looking down. And as you look down these stairs, we're going to go down these stairs and we're going to go deeper and deeper into your subconscious. Now, if you guys all want to just tune in at the same time, close your eyes. Put your things down on the ground right now. Close your eyes and imagine that you're looking down at a flight of stairs, and at the bottom of the stairs is a door. That door is deep inside your subconscious. And as we go down these stairs, we're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper inside your subconscious. So standing at the top of the flight of stairs, we're going to go down one step at a time, deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed. And we're completely protected by divine source. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're now standing in front of a door, and behind that door is deep inside your subconscious, back into a past life, one that holds secrets that are going to help you with your soul purpose today. When you're ready, you can open that door and step outside. And as you step through the door, you're surrounded by a ball of misty white light. And it starts to dissipate slowly. Look down at your feet. Look down at your feet and say, what am I wearing? What am I wearing on my feet? And look up your body. And you find yourself in a different place and different time. Look up your body and get a sense of maybe what year it is, what kind of period of clothes you're wearing. Are you a man? Are you a woman? And then start to look around you. Are you outside or are you inside? Are you by yourself or are there people around? What's going on? What are you doing there? And how are you feeling? And if there are any people there, who are those people? Are those people in your life today? Those people in that past life, are they with you today? Now I want to take you either backwards or forwards in time just a little bit to where something very important is happening. We want to find some kind of a block, some kind of an issue, maybe a fear that is holding you back to something in this lifetime today, something that's going to give you a clue. So we're going to go in the lifetime you're in right now, in the lifetime you find yourself, we're going to go either back or forward just a little bit till something very important happens. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look down at your feet, look around. Where do you find yourself? Are you inside? Are you outside? Who's around you? But most importantly, how do you feel? Tune into how do you feel. Are you afraid? Are you scared? Anxious? Or is it a nice warm feeling? What's going on? And how do you feel about others that are there? And just let that scenario play out. See what you see and let that scenario play out. See what's going on. What are people doing? What's happening? And if it's a little scary, just to say it's okay. Just allow it to happen. We want to see why you might have a block in this life, what might be going on. And more than anything, tune into how you feel about it, how you feel about the people around you, what's going on right now. And whatever it is, even if it was difficult, we're going to leave that in a past life. We're going to ask the beautiful, benevolent spirits to release any negative energy, any negative cords, any negative relationships, and just bring forth all positive relationships, all positive energy. So let's just dissolve, delete any issues that you have in that life. And we're going to slowly come back into our physical world today. As we count back up, we're going to come back up the steps, slowly back into the room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feel yourself in this room, in this chair, back and around, physically awake. Okay, just hold for a minute what you might have seen. Okay, would you like to describe what you felt, what you saw?
Well, I saw 3 lives. I saw one that it looked like it was kind of the frontier days, and I was alone, and I had 3 kids and little ones, and it was very, very difficult. And I didn't think I could accomplish anything. I was stuck. And that's how I feel in my life, stuck. And then...
And do you have kids in your life right now that you feel like you're almost living your life for them and worrying about them and then not really getting onto your sole purpose yet because you keep putting it off for everybody else?
Well, my daughter's grown, but I do that a lot with my family. Yeah. And with, yeah.
Okay. All right. And then what did you get next?
I was like in the Dark Ages, and it was like I was I don't know, not maybe a white witch, or, I was into the cult, and just there was like a lot of terror. I was, they were coming after me, and people were like banging on my door, and it was like it wasn't safe to express myself and to be me. So I think that's kind of where a lot of that comes, where there's a lot of fear for me to stand up in front of a group.
Did you see a whole group of people coming wearing crosses telling you that you're evil?
I didn't really see the crosses, but but it was that type of energy coming at me. A lot of men, a lot of male. Yeah.
Did you see that your mom was there and your grandmother? Did you see them there?
I didn't notice that. I just, again, I felt all alone.
Okay, they were both men. So I don't know if you saw the men and realized that that was your mom and that was your grandmother.
Wow, I got chills.
You got chills, you felt it now, right? Okay. So I feel like they were banging on your door to get you out, and they were banging with a big wooden cross. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I'm getting chills again.
Okay, and so what were you doing? You were doing some kind of healing work?
Yes, that's what I would do, but not when they were banging. Yeah, I was terrified. Yeah.
Okay, and then what happened?
Yeah, I was a healer.
And did you work with herbs? Do you remember working with herbs? You were working with leaves and things that you collected. Do you remember that? Yeah, do you do that in today's world?
I love herbs. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You were a herbalist, basically, but they called you a witch. That's what they called herbalists back then. Okay. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to go back right now. I'm just going to send you back to that moment that that was happening, that they were banging on the door, but don't worry, we're completely protected. I'm just going to touch you here, and we're going to go back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I want you to put yourself back where they're banging on the door, they're coming after you. Tell me what you see.
They're grabbing me. They're dragging me out. They're burning me.
Who's there? And what I'm doing is I'm actually removing some of these cords right now as we're working on it. Okay, I want you to tell me who's doing this.
That's the man.
What's the man's name? Do you know? What does he look like?
He's tall, he's older, he has a hat on. I can't really see. I mean, I'm just, my eyes are down. I'm scared.
Okay, and do you recognize that that is your mother? Look at that man. Does that look like your mother?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, what's your mother's name?
Her name was, she's crossed over, Isabel.
Okay, and was that Isabel? When you look at that man, do you see Isabel?
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready to forgive and leave all the past in the past? Do you want to release any ties from the past, relieve all negative energy? I want you to think about this man who was then reincarnated as Isabel. Would you like to forgive and release from your mother? Give me a big yes.
Yes.
Okay, take a deep breath. Okay, now I want you to pull yourself back from the situation, and I want you to see floating above the situation, and you no longer have an emotional attachment. You're looking down at yourself. Can you see yourself, and can you see what's happening?
Yeah.
And as you look down, as you're leaving your body and you're looking down on yourself, can you see this man that's there?
Yeah.
Can you send that man love and forgiveness?
Yes.
Okay. Can we send your mom love and forgiveness?
Yes.
And we're going to ask to tap in. If you want to join in, go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to ask the beautiful, benevolent spirit worlds to take away any negative ties and cords from your past lives, anything that's holding you back, anything that's causing you fear. And in this case, we're going to take away all the fear of wanting to be a healer but not being able to be a healer. We're going to give forgiveness to those people in our past. We're going to give forgiveness that came all the way out through our family ties, through our ancestors. Would you like to leave the past in the past and come forward with all your talents and your beauty? Give me a big yes.
Yes.
I'm going to ask for a big clearing. Okay, take a deep breath. Everybody take a deep breath. Okay, now how do you feel? Do you feel better?
It just explains so much. My mom was so abusive, physically and mentally, all growing up. It just makes sense now.
And she actually had the same thing. She was actually really scared. So I think you're going to remember more and more about this. But also part of your soul purpose is to do the herbs, to be a herbalist. So you don't have to jump ship right now and quit what you're doing, but that's going to be part of your soul purpose. And now you're going to release that. So it's forgiveness to your mom in this lifetime, and it goes all the way back to a past lifetime. So does that explain a lot?
Yes, it does.
Okay, all right. Give me a big hug. Were any of you able to feel anything that was going on in a past life and feel any blocks, any fears that you had? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just ask that our guides will work with us and to clear off ties that are bothering you. So I want you to think about what it is specifically in your life right now that might be holding you back. What is in your career path? And you can tell your guides, I'm really having difficulty with this. I feel like I'm there, but I don't seem to be able to make money at it. Or I'm really afraid of this. Or why can't I do that? I want you to think about, let's pick really the main one thing you want to work on. And I'm actually just going to I'm going to ask the spirits to do a clearing and energy cleansing on all of you. The first 5 rows, I'm actually going to come round and I'm going to ask them to tune in, to do an energy clearing on you personally, but we're going to do it on everybody in the room. So I'm going to put you into a meditation, and then I'm going to leave you with some meditation music. It's actually one of the meditations I've recorded. If you can find the track that has the drumming, we'll maybe do a little bit of shaman drumming. We'll go to the underworld and do a little bit of that. But if you can just kind of hold the space, no matter what's on the CD, no matter if it says open your eyes, just wait till I tell you. So let's put you all into a meditation. So close your eyes. We always have that bubble of white light all around us, bubble of white light from divine source, and we're going to hold in our mind what it is we'd like to release, or what it is we'd like a question about. We have a question about something in our career and why that's not happening for us, why we're prevented from doing that, what that block or fear is. And we're going to ask, as we go on this meditation journey, to release any blocks of fears that are held from a past life. So we're going to ask Spirit if they will connect in, come around us and remove all the karmic energies around us. So keep your eyes closed, breathe in that beautiful white light all around you. And we're going to allow these beautiful spirits to come in and work with you. As you breathe in that white light, allow your vibrational energy to raise a little higher, a little lighter, so you can start to float up a little bit out of your body and release out all the negative energy. And we're going to call in the beautiful benevolent spirit world that's working with you. We're going to ask them to clear your aura, to clear your karma, to remove any blocks and ties. Let's ask if they will please come around, look around your energy, remove any karmic ties, any blocks, anything that's holding you from living your soul purpose. This journey is with the beautiful energy of Blagie. Blagie was first introduced to me at James Gilliland Ranch in Washington, and she's actually from the star system, the Pleiades. Just work with your guide. Imagine that your guide is standing in front of you and you're talking to them, and you can ask them specific questions about what's going on and what you need to release, and then just try to stay relaxed for a few minutes. And put your third eye up to the sky. And imagine this beautiful ball of energy, this beautiful white light sphere of energy coming down from the sky towards your third eye, and then shining this beautiful light over you. And this light comes down over your head, over your shoulders. And as this energy is coming down over your body, you feel this lovely energy relaxing you. You feel completely protected. This is energy from divine source. Close your eyes. Feel that relaxation coming down through your body. Feel the white light coming down over your hips and your thighs, your knees, all the way down to your feet and underneath your feet. So you're completely covered in this bubble of white light, completely protected and loved in the sphere of divine source energy. Now we're going to call in this energy Blagie. And she appears like a beautiful lady, blonde hair, flowing golden hair, greeny blue eyes. She's wearing a white robe with gold around it. And as you sense her energy, feel that love that comes in. She's smiling on you. And as she drops into your aura, you just feel this loving feeling in your heart. Just allow her energy to surround you. She looks somewhat like an angel, but she's not an angel. Feel that loving energy surrounding you. And we ask Blagie to light up your aura, to take away any negative energies that are around you, any negative thought forms, any spirits that are around you that are not serving you. We ask her to lift the vibrational energy around you and to pour that beautiful white light all around you, to go into every corner of your aura and remove all those negative ties, those negative energies, and just to take them up to the heavens and allow them to dissipate. For her energy is so bright and so powerful that nothing negative around her can exist. Feel this lovely energy around you. And ask Blaji to call in your higher masters and guides. You can call in Jesus or Mary or Babaji or Ezekiel that makes you laugh. Ask her now to invite your higher Christ-like energy, your master guide, to come in your aura, to be around you and feel these beautiful guides lifting your vibrational energy. Now she's going to make your vibrations a little bit lighter, a little bit faster, a little bit higher, starting at your feet. Your cells are going to start vibrating a little bit faster, a little bit higher, coming up your body. And as your energy starts to get a little bit higher, you start to become physically lighter. Your body is vibrating at a faster speed and it's lifting high, high, high. And as it does, your feet are going to lift off the ground. And imagine that you're floating up into the sky, surrounded by this energy of Blaji, taking care of you and protecting you. And as you look down to the earth is getting smaller and smaller and smaller further away. That beautiful, loving Mother Earth. And she takes you up into the star system, to the Pleiades. She's actually in the future, in another dimension. So on her planet is very much like Earth. And she takes you on a journey over the top of her planet. And you see beautiful seas and mountains, and you breathe that beautiful air. And while you're here, feel that connection with your master guides. Put out there any questions that you have in your life and ask these master guides to help you, to give you the wisdom. Ask them to align you to source energy so that you can bring in that wisdom on your own. And as they align you, feel your energy getting closer and closer to source. Your heart is filling up with love. These master guides surround you with this loving energy. Ask the questions that you want answered in your life. Ask for healing that you want in your life or for another. And as you do this, you're floating above their planet, looking at the beautiful seas and the sky and the beautiful animals. And this is a place that you can always come to connect to your higher guides. This is a place that you can come for healing, for alignment, and for guidance in all that you need in your daily life. Okay, now Blaji is going to bring you back down to earth. You're gently going to come back down to earth. I want you just to put your focus right between your eyebrows, right in that third eye right there. Imagine that you're looking through your third eye. And we're going to ask these beautiful benevolent spirits if they can open up that third eye so that we can better see our soul purpose, we can better see our direction, we can see clearly where it is we're going to go. It's a beautiful, beautiful, dark, deep blue indigo color. And see that opening up, that beautiful, beautiful third eye chakra, getting brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. And we ask the beautiful spirits that are here, descending in this room, can they please open up this third eye chakra and remove all negativity and all clouds so that we can clearly see our soul purpose. Take a deep breath. And just feel that clarity that you have Bring yourself back down into your physical body until you can start feeling your feet on the ground. And twiddle your fingers and come back. And sometimes that's just all we need, is a clearing of that third eye, because sometimes our third eye becomes so clouded we have a hard time seeing our way. Okay, anybody else want to share what they got when we did that little past life? Anybody else want to come up? Come on up. You want to come on up? What's your name?
My name's Valerie.
Hi, Valerie.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Okay. So now, first of all, what do you do for a living, and what would you like to do?
Well, I work in defense, and I'm a supply chain manager, and what I'd like to do is to help people who are grieving or had some kind of trauma.
So that's very different to what you're doing, okay? But you've actually been doing it, but not as a living. You've been doing it.
A little bit at a time. I got involved in diversity and inclusion within one of my organizations that I worked at. So I've been helping people who had disabilities and trying to help them get into the workforce and stuff. And then I do a lot with like the Cancer Relay or the American Diabetes, the Tour to Cure that we have in Silicon Valley. So I participate in those events and try to help fundraise.
When we're meant to do something for our sole purpose, it kind of comes across our path. So if that's your sole purpose is to help people cross over, it's going to come to you more and more, even if it's not through your job. Okay, so when we did the past life, what did you see?
I actually saw that my guides, were Jesus and Mary, and they led me into this old, like almost like a cave-looking place, and I felt as though that I saw myself as a monk writing, and scribing, and everything that was in the room was just like this tiny little light, and I was in there just writing away and scribing.
Okay, and you see, you saw Jesus and Mary, they're your higher guides. They're not your personal guides, they're your higher guides. And sometimes Jesus comes and they go, oh yeah, I'm not sure that was it, because, but Jesus comes to actually show you, to empower you that you are very powerful. You have got a gift at this, and you have done this many times. Now, what's the writing about? Are you supposed to be writing?
Well, it's interesting. I did write 2 books, and one of them was about my own personal experiences of when I was drowning and how I saw Jesus in the water. And I actually felt that I was saved because he kept telling me to go up, and it was not like my time to go. So that was like what I wrote my first book about. And then when that book came out, which was last October, a lot of people started writing me and sharing theirs, and they were like, oh, I'm so glad I can talk to you about this because you're not going to think I'm crazy. And so my second book was also on the same lines, and it was primarily geared towards one of my friends who I had lost in a fatal car accident, and I was helping her mother with some of her grieving, and then another few friends came forward and shared their stories.
Wonderful. Okay, so you are really supposed to be doing the writing, and that's a big part of it, and you've actually started doing it, but you need to get it out in a bigger way. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so what was the block? What do you think was the block that you saw when you were in that cave? What was stopping you from doing this today?
I think that what was really stopping me was like I wasn't seeing like any financial stuff, like I'll be able to support myself, and that's what I think was fearing me. And I didn't know if that's because as a monk you give up all that kind of stuff, like it's chastity, and you give up all the the royalties and everything. So I didn't know if that had anything to do with the particular block I was having.
Absolutely. So that's why you saw you're a monk in this little cave, and yeah, that's all well and good to do those kind of things. When you're a monk, you can sit and write, but you can't really do that to actually make money at it. So let's just empower. What we're going to empower actually is this chakra right here, which is the back of your sacral chakra. That's where we hold all our financial stuff. So if any of you feel like you kind of know what you want to do, but the